What is happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So this morning, kind of an odd thing for me, but I'm going to a Cars and Coffee, and you know, I'm not too big on car meets. It's just not really my thing. It can be fun, I know, but so yeah, we're heading up with the Bean Slingers. Got Ramon. Ramon here met up with me since he lives across the street from me. So now we're gonna go get some coffee really quick and then meet everybody else out there. It's in Fountain Hills, which is roughly 35-ish minutes from me. It's supposed to be some pretty cool meet, but I got other stuff to do. The brakes went out on the Del Sol the other day on my way to work. So fun but scary, right? So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. But I brought my skateboard back here just because there's a skate park close to where we're going and I kind of want to skate for a little bit, especially since I haven't filmed any skating for a minute. So yeah, let's go get some dunking.
I remember when you first bought it and the thing was like fuck.
A month ago, and it was a nugget.
Yeah, it had like dents all over it.
I mean, the hood still has all the little cat paw dents, as I call them, but I mean, I said fudge it. It's gonna be carbon fiber anyway, but
yeah.
I just love all the sparkle. Like,
it is so cool.
And this guy making fun of. We just passed another Miata and we just did a little headlight pop up at each other.
It wasn't like a subtle. It was like, oh my god!
You have pop-ups too. You could have done it.
I could have, but I didn't.
But you're a hater.
Yeah, that and your hood would be like.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't do that. That was the only.
Oh, your hood. Oh, that's not the stock.
Yeah, because they don't fit.
The stupid headlight covers.
And you're making fun of the Miata.
Shout out Dolly Racing. Playing that drink every single day for so long.
Really?
We're going through some stuff. He's like, let me just film this real quick. Tell me about your father.
We don't need this. Yeah, we don't need this.
All right, Batman, let's go.
I think I'm gonna put the top down. Oh. Yeah.
Money clip I tossed it, I heard it's big bags on big bags on big bags coming, coming in, yeah, flex, I just wanna win, yeah, LAB.
Never been here before. That's a big cannon. Not as big as those cannons.
Look,
I thought that statue was actually someone. Yeah, hard. Hold on.
Y'all roll up like super hard.
Hola.
So,
I have no free hands.
I know.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Mariella.
Get away, dude. They don't like Vietnamese people.
yeah,
Look.
Yeah, that's right. Move, bitches. Move.
Work it.
What up?
here for ducks and not ducks.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I came here for that.
Focus.
Focus. This thing's so sick. I love the shirt.
No.
This guy's rocking the same harnesses as G-Force. Dude. Yeah. Dude.
So I'm gonna do accountant.
It's gotta be all
He
black.
already has one.
That's pretty dope. I like that.
The interior on these things is so nice.
I forget what body it was. Whatever.
So now we're looking at the BMW 4 Series.
Doesn't feel like the future.
Yeah, that's got a phone in the car, man.
Oh, a big old brick phone. This is the only S13 I want.
And watch it roll away into the.
Just want a coupe. Just a coupe. Just a coupe. I love this front end on this one. So sick. This is definitely Miata goals, except ITBs are super sick, but I still really want to boost mine. eBay catch can. I have that same catch can. $20 on
go.
eBay.
The carbon.
Yeah, I know. So sick. So as cool as all these cars are, I'm not really one for supercars. So I'm not really too impressed. I mean, I'll never be able to afford one, so what difference does it make? So I'm just kind of waiting. My feet hurt so bad from walking on. This place is huge. I'm just trying to go skate and get some tacos. But we gotta wait for everybody else to be done, oogling and ogling at everything. So me and DJ, wait. I wonder how nice it must be to have a whole semi to haul your supercars in to an event like this.
Is that what he's doing? Or
I'm assuming.
That me in there.
I think he's having a whole, yeah, to have a whole semi to be able to haul cars in.
Yeah, we can fit my car, your car, and
all three of my cars.
Yeah, exactly.
So that lasted me a lot longer than I had hoped for. Sorry for the bad angle there, but I didn't get to go skate. Everything took longer than expected, so I'm actually almost home right now. I just had to stop for some gas, but something came in the mail for the Miata, so that's cool. But I do have to try and get home and try and get this Del Sol taken care of. It needs brakes. Let's go home and figure it out. So I forgot, I just popped my trunk, and I had remembered that I had gone to my coworker's house yesterday. He's scrapping his old Integra shell, so he hooked it up with the whole cabin harness off of it, because this nugget here needs to be redone completely, and I can't afford to buy like a rye wire or get a custom one made. So I'm gonna try and learn a little bit with this. Essentially just clean this harness up, and then yeah, I mean, the harness in there has just been tampered with so many times. I think a couple wires are mixed up from doing the right-hand drive. It's just, yeah, it was just rushed, and you know, we learned. So yeah, this is the replacement. So yeah, here's the thing for the Miata. And what good is any sort of modified car without an eBay front lip? Except I got this one on Amazon because it was like 12 bucks cheaper than going on eBay. So let me grab a razor blade, unwrap this thing, because I also have to trim up my rear flare a little bit more. I gotta raise this side by like 3 or 5 turns, and then just trim the inside lip here, because kind of see how it's all shiny, how the tire is getting rubbed on, and it's not doing it on this other side. So yeah, it's not doing it on this other side, so this side's all good to go, but this side is just a little bit higher. So I'm gonna open this quick and let the sun heat it up while I'm doing the rear end really quick. So that way it might stretch a little bit easier. I don't know how well the fitment is on this bumper, but when the ABS is hot or warm, it stretches around the bumper and just fits all around better. So little trick. It even comes with some mounting hardware. How nice. A lot of people use double-sided tape. I don't care, I don't trust that. I'm gonna just yeet it right into the bottom of the bumper with these screws. So I raised this coil 3 full rotations, and then I just shaved just a little bit more off of right here. So if these still rub for some reason, only other thing I can do is not shave anymore, but raise the rear end a little bit. But I think the main issue is just the body roll, because I have the dampening kind of stiff, but that goes for the compression and not the body roll. So I would have to upgrade my rear sway bar, which is teeny tiny little guy right here, which I plan to do, but that's just money and time. So obviously they're easy to change out, but yeah, I just need some money to do it. But I also think I need a subframe brace, so to just do the rear sway bar alone, it's gonna be about $300, which I don't have right now. So if these rub for now, then I'm just gonna have to live with it for a bit. just test fit the lip. Fits really good, so yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and use the drill and just send it from underneath with the little screws that it supplies. And look at this little guy. Still living, still kicking. That's gross. Nasty. So I know the lighting is pretty trash, but this lip looks pretty mint. I'm not gonna lie. Move it, dog. Move it. Where you going? Come here. Give me the paw. Give me the paw for interrupting my shot. Sit. Sit. Paw. Other paw. That's a girl. Quit interrupting my shot. So anyway, like I was trying to show you, lip looks pretty good. Freaking sun does not help, but yeah, you get the idea. That was actually pretty easy to put on. Yeah, this thing still needs a lot of work yet, but at least cosmetically, it's almost done. I do plan on getting a duckbill for it, and eventually a hard top, but that's after everything else is done. But yeah, exterior wise, you know, I think it's basically done for now. All right, Del Sol's turn. So I topped off my fluid reservoir the other night before I left the shop. Did not help it the slightest. So pedal just goes, ow, straight down. So that's no bueno. So what I'm gonna do really quick is jack this up, get the tires off and check my calipers, make sure they're not all wet. Because if they are, obviously that tells me my caliper failed. But I'm 99% sure my master cylinder took a dump. Because it's hard to see. But, so you can see the bare metal down there, which means that my master's been leaking for a while. And I'm not sure if this is the original one or not. And if it is, then almost lasted 260,000 miles. So can't really be too mad about that. It's a $50 part. So if it's it, then that's it. I have to pop it off, change it out, bleed the brakes, and hopefully have good brakes after that. So yeah, let me just get this in the air really quick. Well, sure enough, this one's dry as bones. And so is this one. So that definitely means that it's the master cylinder. So I'm gonna go ahead and call O'Reilly's really quick, get one ordered up and get that swapped out. So even though it looks kind of cluttered in here, it's really not that bad to change out. So you'll just want to pull your fluid out of the reservoir, and then you got your hard lines down here, which makes it easy with some crow's foot wrenches or whatever, or some actual wrenches for the flare nuts or whatever. And then you just go in, you got 2 bolts bolting it to the booster. For the first time, they actually have the brake master cylinder in stock, which is abnormal for my O'Reilly's and any of my Honda parts. So I'm gonna go down there really quick, take the Miata up there, go get my brake master cylinder and get to swapping her out. It's getting kind of late out, so I'm probably gonna have to just continue this into tomorrow, but I'm at least gonna take it apart tonight. So here's the new master cylinder. I forgot to pick up a brake bleeding kit while I was there, but I just was looking it up, and it looks like you can still bleed it without the thing that loops these back in. You just put the fittings in, tighten them down, fill it with fluid, and then you or leave one out, fill it, let it gravity bleed out the one, then you plug it, tighten it down, and then you pump the piston or whatever until the bubbles stop, and then once it firms up, then you got pressure and you're good to go. So I'm gonna give that one a shot and then see if that doesn't work. We'll just give it some pushes. Well, should be good now, so I'm gonna go ahead and cap it, and then once we put this on the car, the fluid that's above like the cylinder or the seal in there or whatever should keep the air out of it, so that way I can just get this bolted up to the car, undo one port, thread the hard light in, and then the other one too, and then go about bleeding the brakes like normal. So hopefully that's how it works, gravity or whatever. But yeah, let's go get this thing knocked out. Alright, got the old one down there leaking all over those paper towels. New one's right here ready to go in. I forgot you don't have to go into the dash actually. That's for taking the booster out. So yeah, this is ready to just go back in, slide it in, bolt it back up, get these hard lines on, and you know, my dad just picked up a set of these ratcheting box end wrenches or whatever. So they work semi-decent. I mean, they could be a little bit better, but you know, they work pretty darn well for these because it curves over them nicely, and it's got a little ratchet piece in there, so that way you don't have to keep on taking it off. But only thing is you got to have decent amount of room to click it around. But you know, if you into this kind of thing, these things work decently well. Nice and snug. Nice and snug. Alright, go ahead and put everything back together up here, and then I'm gonna have to come out here in the morning to bleed this because I need somebody to help me. I don't really feel like sitting out here gravity bleeding it solo forever, so I'm gonna just get this put back together and I'll catch up with you guys in the morning. This is my really nasty old setup, but yeah, you just slide this onto the bleeder screw on the caliper, crack it loose and go to town with it, but you just want to make sure that hose is submerged in the fluid. So I don't know how it is on other cars, but at least for these Hondas, they want you to start furthest from the caliper and work your way inward. So back right, back left, front right, front left, so on and so forth. Bleed is necessary. So pretty easy, just kind of time consuming. I do have a gravity bleeder, a vacuum bleeder, but I haven't had very good luck with those in the past, so I just prefer to do it the old-fashioned way. It works better for me. So I don't know if you guys can see all the fluid glistening off the proportioning valve, but it went bad. I noticed while we were sitting here bleeding this corner, I noticed the fluid puddle over there, so I came over here, I was making sure my lines were tight on the master, and checked the prop valve, and sure enough, out of that little bearing looking thing, that little BB ball, every time we press the brake pedal, it oozes out of there. So pretty sure that means the proportioning valve is pretty shot, so that means the Del Sol is out for the count until payday, and then I can go to the junkyard and go buy a proportioning valve. Kind of sucks. I mean, thankfully I've got the Miata that I can drive, and if I need to I can put the tires back on this thing and then drive the Integra, but I mean, Miata will have to do justice for now. Just one more thing, but again, really can't be that mad. This Del Sol has lasted me almost 2 years without a single maintenance item going bad, so it was bound to happen at some point. Because that's the last thing that I had to film for the day, because I'm not going to be working on the Integra till probably next video, where I fix the bumper and all that stuff. So I'm going to just end this video off here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys are having a little bit better car luck than I am. And if you are new to the channel, hopefully you consider subscribing. And yeah, anyways, do what you love, forget about the rest. Hopefully this gets fixed quick. See you in the next one. Peace out.